Yeah. This is a bit behavioural, I think. Even if I don't get on, what I'd like her to do is I'd like her to, at the very least, stand nicely for me. Just stand. And let me. Now remember, I worked on this a couple of days ago where I just asked her to stand still and be calm and cool and collected without worrying about me being here at this point. She's listened from that lesson and she's doing that for me right now, which is a good thing. Whether it changes once I lift my leg up and go like that is a different story. And there we go. So we correct again. Make the correction. There we go. Get her standing in the right spot, in the right thing. We're going to stand still. Ah. Nah. So this is a behavioural thing. But why is it happening? Well, it's probably the time of day. Now that wasn't on. So now I've got to teach her that she can't do that. Drop. I'm going to drop. And I want her to stand quietly without carrying on like that, with none of that. I'm going to bring the reins over here. I don't need the reins on there. I want her to do this without raising her front hooves at me. And stand. Now this happens with dominant mares. You don't have to be doing much at all to annoy them when they're like this, because they're in season. So I'm just going to stand right there next to her with the block. I'm going to put my body on her belly here, and I'm just going to touch her. I want her to settle and relax. When she drops, drop. There we go. When she drops her head and relaxes, like now, and just calms herself, staying calm. Then I'm going to remove myself for a second. Let her think about that. She's going to think about it. And we'll see what her response is to that particular thing. Now I'm going to get up again. It's all patience. It's all patience. Let her have a smell. Let her see what I'm up to. That's fine. Yeah, I can see your belly. You got a sore belly. Got a belly ache. Is that what you're telling me? So I didn't ask her to move away. So I'm going to ask her to stand. Good girl. I want her to come forwards again. Move her forwards. If it takes 10 corrections, it takes 10 corrections. You just got to be consistent with what you're doing. Good girl. Now, she's going to be telling me, I don't want to be ridden today, I'm not in the mood. And that's perfectly fine. Whoops. We've got to do what we do on one side, we do on the other side. You've got to know when to call it. Sometimes it can just be behavioural and you shouldn't let them get away with it. You should be. So she's clearly letting me know, I'm not happy, I don't want to do this, not in a good mood. And what I've got to do is diffuse that. We don't have to ride, but we do have to not be attacking our people. And she's very clearly trying to communicate, don't get on me. And I'm listening. And now I'm standing next to her. I'm putting a little weight over not much. And relax. She's going to turn. That's okay. She's licking and chewing. It tells me she's listening. She's relaxing. But I didn't ask her to move. So we're going to go back. Back, 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 back. We're going to move our feet back, back, back. And it's just being patient, being very patient. So when she's doing that, back. We're going to go back. Can't strike forwards when she's moving backwards. And wool. Now we're going to come back over here. And she's really quite cranky right now. So the next time we get a good result, we will leave it at that. Stand. Oh, now that's not a good result. So we're going to go back this way again. Come on. Get her to turn her feet. Make her legs move. Crisscross those back. Hind end. Good. This way. She likes to twist and turn, so she can twist this way. That's right. Yeah, cranky pants isn't going to help. Yeah, that's right. And cranky isn't going to relieve you. Good. Just want her to stand here for a second. Not doing what she wants, but just standing and thinking about it. We go back across here. Come on. Whenever she's willing to follow whatever orders I'm doing, that's a good thing. Whatever I'm asking her. This is where when you've got an extremely dominant horse, you do need to remember that there's going to be days where they're not going to want to participate and they're going to be feeling unwell or upset and cranky. When they are like that, this is where we need to really be. She wants the bit off and she knows that she's trying to get it out. So she's in a bit of a panic right now with this. So what I'm going to do is, when she settles, let's go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. Think about this differently. Come on. I want her to think about something other than getting that bit out before I release that bit. This release is going to be done when she listens. Alright, she's asking for that bit to come off, and she's doing it by dropping her head right next to me here, because this is what she does when we're finished. That's very nice of her to be asking that nicely, considering the mood she's in. I'm going to get her to stand here. Watch what she does. What she'll do is she'll turn her head in towards me and she'll drop down. And this is where she says, please can you let me go? So if I ask for a drop, she's expecting a release. And see how she's trying to take that out of her mouth right now? Well, it's not coming out until I've undone it, but she's anticipating that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to release her from this particular part. There we go. And let's see what her behaviour is after I've done that. So we've released the saddle, now we've released the bridle after we got a few things that she did for us. Now let's see how she goes with neither of those there. Is she a little better? Or is she still going to play up? Let's have a look. Let's get her to come over here and stand at the block. Good job. Just putting her head down nicely. Move this in a little closer. And she's going to touch. Good girl. Lovely. Good job. She's touching. She thinks that's what I want her to do. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. But she did a good job. She's not being angsty or cranky. She's probably just feeling a bit off because she is in season right now. It's probably giving her the heebie-jeebies. It's like us. If we were made to run a marathon when we got our period, we're not gonna like it. She doesn't like this side. This side she's getting upset with. Get it very slowly and carefully. And once she realises that when she does what I'm asking, there will be a release. And not until. So I'm going to walk along with this. I'm going to drop it. And she says, I'm not going around that darn thing. She's cranky about that. Now when she does that, I'm going to make her move her feet back. So I'm going to move her off and back. There we go. Doesn't take much to correct her. You just have to make her move her foot back and she'll start to correct. Now she's just put her foot forward slightly. I'm going to go back. We're going to go back. Good. We're going to wait until we're asked to come forwards. When I ask you, then you can step forward. Good girl. Mind your space. You can have a smell. That's okay. Mind your space. And then I'm going to ask her to stand there. And I'm going to again. She's cranky, but she's going to accept. She's going to accept there. This might be all I can do with her today, but it's better than doing nothing. Good girl. Good job. Then I released her straight away. This time I'm going to go on this side. And if she stands still, she'll be released instantly. She's going to try and give me some angst. If she gives me angst, we're going to go back. Okay, we're going to go back. Back we go. Back. Take another step back. Good girl. And she doesn't want me on this side, which indicates she's probably got a bit of pain on this side somewhere in the belly from being on. Good job. And you see how she's got her head down, but she's not being disrespectful at this point here. She's listening. She's allowing me to be up here, head up. I get that you're hungry. We're not going to do that. We're not going to play that game. Now I'm going to remove this all together. Up we get. Walk on. Good girl. Walk on. Good girl. So she's going to walk around for me just a bit. It's just more, this is more just to let her know that just because I've released her from not having to ride doesn't mean she can bully me about. She's still going to listen. And trot. Trot. Good girl. Trot. Good girl. Trot. Good girl. Trot. Whoa. Turn. 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 Good girl. Walk on. Now this is the direction where she'll throw a tantrum. If she ever throws a tantrum, it's always on this side. It's just her preference of tantrum throwing. Trot. I'm just going to ask her to trot. That's all I'm going to do. Trot. She's got an attitude. That's okay. She's doing what I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. I walk in and turn. Come up. And walk. Good girl. So I got her to do what I've asked, which is good.